Good morning, Zach here with the Underground Safari. I'm waiting outside of my favorite thrift store, hoping to find something good to resell for profit. Follow along and see what I can find. All right, got an Ariat FR Pearl Snap shirt. This is a no-brainer for $6. All right, so Kuru's a good brand, but they got these priced at 17 bucks, and it'd be hard to make much of a worthy profit for my time and investment, so probably gonna skip on. All right, this is a men's brand new Ariat shirt for $7. Gonna go ahead and pick it up since it is new with tags, and it is a $69.95 shirt. All right, so unfortunately I decided to pass up a pair of Olokai sandals. They were just a little beat up and a little too pricey to resell. And also the Ariat FR shirt had a big hole in the elbow. So one big tip for new resellers, especially if you're dealing with clothing and shoes, really look the items over to make sure that they pass your go-to resell, because oftentimes used clothing and shoes are pretty beat up. So just look hard. Gonna move on to the next thrift store. It is remodeling in a week, so the last time I was in there, they were doing 50% off. I'm certainly hoping that that's the case today and I find some better goods, because the Goodwill here was not very prosperous today. So keep following along, we'll see what we can't find. All right, I'm outside of Methodist Thrift. Hopefully we'll find something good. Follow along. All right, Howler's a good brand. This shirt's $1. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up because it's half. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick this pair of Chaco water sandals. They're half price, so they're $4. I'm sorry, Keen water sandals. And then there's a pair of Chacos back here for $3. So good sellers this time. All right, found a Faraday men's dress shirt, extra large. It is only $3, half price. So I'm gonna pick it up for $1.50. All right, this is an all wool men's Pendleton sweatshirt. It is only $5, as is half price. Gonna go ahead and pick it. All right, so Methodist Thrift was a success. I only dropped $15.72. I got 2 pairs of women's sandals, a pair of men's jeans, and 2 great shirts to resell, and paid literally nothing for them. So gonna move on now down to the Humane Society thrift store and hope I can find some deals there. Keep following. Appreciate you watching. All right, so I've said this many times over. If you ever get the chance to come to southwestern Colorado, come to the town of Durango, Colorado. It's super cool, it's super historic, and there's a lot to offer people, especially if you're into the whole outdoor scene. It's a big part of my reselling business, as I tend to find a lot of outdoor adventure gear and apparel, as well as equipment and work gear. So just throwing that out there. I love the town of Durango. It's mountainous, it's beautiful, and it has a whole different culture from my hometown, which is only 45 minutes away, and it is keeping me in business. So there's that. So wanted to go ahead and just interject again some tips I've given in previous videos. There's a million and one things to think of when you're reselling, and for me especially, half my inventory and half of what I make my money off of is clothes and shoes. For items like that, I'm always trying to look at the quality of the item. Is it in good condition? Is it a good colorway? Is it something that has a high resale rate? And making sure you're in tune with those things and not getting overly emotional when you find a brand that you like or something you think you might be able to make money off of is really important. Always go back to the science, be on the phone, check your sell-through rates. Can't stress it enough. Stick to high sell-through rate items. Check your items out, make sure they're in good condition. It's easy to buy things with flaws, holes, tears, stains, especially when you're dealing with clothing and shoes. So just wanted to throw that in there. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Always be urgent. I like to hustle, and the longer I do this, the more I want to try to get to my destinations and get through the stores and out of them. There's competition just like me out there, and I want to try to do the best so I can provide the most for my family, and hopefully those are tips that help you. I know I sound like a broken record when I say them, but they're just the basics of reselling. So gonna hit this thrift store and then head back down to home. There's one more after that. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for following. I appreciate your viewership, and hopefully there's something I'm lending to help you along your journey. Thanks again. All right, unfortunately not finding too much here today. That is the case when you're out reselling. All right, so didn't have any luck at that store. It's usually extremely priced out, and unless there's some kind of clearance going on, I usually don't buy much. So that's okay. All in all, I spent only about 25 bucks today. Got some great brands, got some great deals. Gonna haul butt back down to where I live, which is about 45 minutes away, hit one more small thrift store down the road from my house, and call it a day. I'll show you my haul. All right, so I'm at the last stop of the day. This is the thrift store just right down the road from my house. It is often not real fruitful, but that's okay. As I've said in past videos, I'm very good friends with the ladies that operate it, and occasionally I do find a nice jacket or a good pair of shoes. So this will be the last stop for the day, and then I'm gonna wind it down, and again, I'll show you my haul at the end. So see what we can find. All right, so unfortunately didn't find anything, but did get a couple really good hugs from a couple of the employees, and also ran into another fellow reseller. One big tip of advice is to make friends with other resellers. Oftentimes they might be looking for similar items, but also different items. And you can really work in a good network of friendships that might be able to help put you on some leads or help put you on some items that you're interested in, or maybe you collect to help resell for profit. So there's nothing wrong with being friendly. I find that that's helped me to develop a lot of good relationships in the privately owned stores, which has only led to me getting more inventory and them helping me with my business. So you can't go wrong with being nice and being friendly. It just goes a long way in this world. And I think the world needs more people like that. So one last stop and that's home, and I'll show you my haul. All right, so this is my haul for the day. This is a pair of women's Keen shoes. I paid $4 for them. They were half price, so I went ahead and grabbed them. This time of year, it's good to be selling seasonal items, and Keen is a moneymaker for me. I sell more Keen shoes than probably any other brand. Next to it, I picked up this pair of Chaco sandals, which is also a solid seller for me in the spring and summer months. They were also half price, so I paid $3 for them. Both these pairs of shoes are gonna need cleaned up a little bit, but I imagine I'll be able to sell them fairly fast. And then above the sandals, this is a Faraday men's dress shirt. This shirt doesn't have an incredibly high sell-through rate, but it's a great brand, and it's a brand I've sold a lot before. It was only marked at $3 and it was half off, so I paid $1.50 for it, so I just couldn't pass. And then down below is a pair of Levi's jeans. They are 569s, which is more of a looser, baggier style of jean. I believe a lot of the cowboys like to wear them because they're more of a boot cut, loose fit jean. I paid $2 for them. I probably should be able to get maybe 20, 25 bucks out of them. They are a little distressed, but that's not a big deal. And then lastly, last couple shirts I got, I was able to get this Ariat men's dress shirt. I did pay like $9 for it, which is quite a bit, but it was new with tags, and it's a $65 shirt. So I might be able to pull $35 to $45 out of it. I'm gonna use some good keywords when I list it. Probably throw in there that it's got the Southwest Aztec design, and maybe that'll help me get rid of it a little quicker. And then lastly, probably the best find of the day was this Howler Bros t-shirt. Howler Bros is one of my favorite brands. They're kind of rare and hard to find. I do better with their flannels. The t-shirts don't have an incredibly high sell-through rate, but it was only for $1 at the thrift store, and it was 50% off, so I paid 50 cents for it. Not sure if I'm even gonna sell it. I may just keep it for myself because it has a cool graphic on the front and the back. So that is my haul for the day. It wasn't the most fruitful, it wasn't the best, but I only spent probably 25, 26 bucks on all these items, and hoping to turn all of them for a decent amount of profit, hopefully fairly quick. And so thank you for following along. I'm grateful again for your time, and I appreciate you watching me go out and resell. It's what I do for a living. I enjoy it, and I certainly hope there's something I'm showing you that's helping you along your way with your endeavors out in the wild to be a better reseller and to understand this game so you can also too have success. So once again, thanks for your time. If you did like this video, please like, comment, or subscribe. Appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.